Good afternoon, children. Today I will discuss chapter electric current and its chemical effects. Because on Sunday exam, your questions will be from this chapter. So, all of you will pay proper attention so that you can fetch 100% marks on your online test. Okay, children? So, exam that is to be conducted on Sunday, for that you should prepare chapter electric current and its chemical effects. Questions and answers will be discussed right now. First question is fill in the blanks. First question is fill in the blanks. Most liquids that conduct electricity are solutions of dash, dash and dash. You can fill acids, bases and salts. A2. The dash is the concentration of an ion in the solution. The greater is the conductivity of the solution. You will write higher. The higher the concentration of an ion in the solution, the greater is the conductivity of the solution. Next, the passage of an electric current through a solution can cause dash effects. You will write chemical effects. Next, when electric current is passed through copper sulfate solution, copper gets deposited on the plate connected to the dash terminal of the battery. You will write negative terminal of the battery. A5. The process in which electricity is used to deposit a thin layer of any desired metal on another metallic object is known as electroplating. Okay, children? Next, A6. The faster is the relative motion between the magnet and the coil. The dash is the current that flows through the coil. You will write the more is the current that flows through the coil. The faster is the relative motion between the magnet and the coil. The more is the current that flows through the coil. You will feel more. Next question is B. State true or false for the following statements. A solution of silver nitrate is a good electrolyte. It is true. Next, an electrolytic cell consists of a cathode, anode and an electrolyte. It is also true. Okay, children? Next, oxygen gets liberated at the anode during the electrolysis of acidified water. It is also true. Fourth number, electrorefining is the process of coating one metal on another using an electric current. Fourth is false. Fifth number, the phenomenon of electromagnetic induction was discovered by the Italian scientist Alessandro Volta. It is also false. Okay, children? Still few children are joining the class. Let me admit them. Then discussion of question answer will be continued. Now take the correct option. C1. The names of 4 electrolytes are given below. Sea water, tap water, nitric acid, oxalic acid. Out of these, the weak electrolytes are the ones labeled as, correct option is B, tap water and oxalic acid. So B and D are correct answer and it is B. Okay. Second number, electrolytes conduct electricity due to the movement of, option is the electrolyte itself, second option electrons only, third positive as well as negative ions, next the electrodes themselves. So all of you know children, electrolytes conduct electricity due to the movement of ions. Ions are of two types, positive and negative ions. So this one is correct answer C, positive as well as negative ions. Next, children, C3, the electrode connected to the positive terminal of a battery is known as the anode, second option positive pole, third cathode and last option is electro-refiner. All of you know children, electrode connected to the positive terminal of a battery is known as anode and electrode connected to the negative terminal of the battery is known as cathode. So here correct option is A, anode. Okay. Next, 4, C4, the phenomenon of decomposition of an electrolyte when electricity is passed through it is known as, option A, conduction, B, coating, C, electrolysis and D, electro-refining. Correct option is electrolysis. Okay. The phenomenon of decomposition of an electrolyte when electricity is passed through it is known as electrolysis. Next, D1. State the appropriate term used for a liquid or solution which can conduct electricity. Okay children, correct, its answer is electrolytes. Electrolytes are the liquids which can conduct electricity along with some accompanying chemical changes. All of you have seen children, when electricity passes through tap water, then it decomposes into hydrogen and oxygen, and this is a chemical change. So you can write electrolysis of water. Here tap water is an electrolyte. Next, D2, distinguish between strong and weak electrolytes. Give some examples of each. It is given in page number 286. Strong electrolytes are such electrolytes which can ionize completely in the solution and they provide more free ions. And weak electrolytes are such electrolytes which ionize partially in the aqueous solution. Okay, and they provide less free mobile ions. Like example, you can write sulfuric acid, nitric acid. These are strong electrolytes. And weak electrolytes you can write acetic acid, oxalic acid, etc. Next, so it is given in page number 286. You can write with book. Now D3, name the device that converts chemical energy into electrical energy. All of you have studied children. Voltaic cell is an example where chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. So you can write device, name of the device is an electric cell. Voltaic cell is an electric cell. Next, 3b, name a device in which mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. You have to write the name of the device where mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. So you can write generator. Example is generator, where mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. Now come to question number 4. D4. Name the scientists who introduced the world to the voltaic cell. Which scientist discovered voltaic cell? Alessandro Volta. Next, who introduced the world to the phenomenon of electrolysis? Michael Faraday. Phenomenon of electrolysis was introduced by Michael Faraday. Next, who introduced the world to the phenomenon of electromagnetic induction? Again, you have to write Michael Faraday. Now, question number D5. An electrode A is connected to the positive terminal, while electrode B is connected to the negative terminal of a battery, as shown in the diagram. Diagram is shown here. You can see this diagram is shown. All of you can see here. Now give the names of the electrodes A and B. Electrode A is connected to positive terminal of the battery, so it is anode. Electrode A is anode because it is connected to positive terminal of the battery. Now give the name of the electrode B. Electrode B is connected to negative terminal of the battery, so it is cathode. Okay children? Now 5b. Name the process associated with the circuit shown here. This process is showing the process of electrolysis of water. Here electrolysis of water is taking place, so you can write the name of the process is electrolysis of water. Now name the gases produced at A and B. At A, which gas is produced? A is connected to positive terminal of the battery, and you will write here on A, oxygen is collected. Okay children? Name the gases produced at A. At A, oxygen gas is produced. Now next is name the gas produced at B. At B, hydrogen is produced. The gas produced at B is hydrogen. 6 number. State the meaning of the term electromagnetic induction. All of you know electromagnetic induction is the process of production of electricity by changing the magnetic field. You can write with book. It is given in keyword. Electrolysis. Again, when electricity passes through an ionic solution, it decomposes into its constituent elements. Okay children? Chemical effect takes place. This is called electrolysis. Electrodes. All of you have seen in the electrolytic cell, 2 metal rods are immersed. One metal rod is connected to positive terminal of the battery, that is called anode, and the other metal rod is connected to negative terminal of the battery, that is called cathode, and these 2 rods are called electrodes, cathode and anode. Electro-refining of metals. Electro-refining of metals means it is a process of getting pure metal from the impure metal by passing electricity or by the process of electrolysis. So this method is called electro refining. Again I am repeating, the process of getting pure metal from impure one by the process of electrolysis is called electro refining of metals. All of you have studied copper is refined by electro refining method. Now state three uses of the phenomenon of electrolysis. Three uses of the phenomenon of electrolysis. You have to explain three uses or three applications of electrolysis that is given in your book. Application of electrolysis. Like first application is extraction of metals from their ores. Some metals like sodium, potassium, calcium, etc. they are extracted from their ores by the process of electrolysis. Okay children, so this is first application or first use of electrolysis, extraction of metals from their ores. Second application or use of electrolysis is electro refining of metals. Just now I have told you that some metals are refined by electrolysis. We can get pure metal from the impure one by the process of electrolysis. Like we can get copper by this electro refining method. Next application is electroplating. Again, what is electroplating? Depositing a thin layer of desired metal over the another material by the process of electrolysis. Okay children, suppose this is iron, it is coated with chromium by electrolysis method. So this process of coating a desired metal over another material by the process of electrolysis is called electroplating. Okay, sometimes silver is coated with gold. So this is electroplating. So three uses of phenomenon of electrolysis you have studied. First use, extraction of metals from their ores. Second use, electro refining of metals. Third use, what is third use? Electroplating, coating a desired metal over another material by the process of electrolysis is called electroplating. So these are the three uses of electrolysis. Next question, E1. Give reason for the following. Sodium chloride does not conduct electricity. Solid sodium chloride does not conduct electricity, while sodium chloride solution conducts. All of you know children that electricity can conduct through electrolyte if there is presence of free mobile ions. This solid sodium chloride does not provide free mobile ions, whereas this sodium chloride solution provides free mobile ions, and due to the movement of the ions, this sodium chloride solution can conduct electricity. Okay children, sodium chloride solution can conduct electricity because it provides free mobile ions, and due to the movement of the ion, the electricity can be conducted through through sodium chloride solution, whereas solid sodium chloride does not provide free mobile ions. Next, E2. It is not safe to carry out electrical repairs outdoors during a heavy downpour. Downpour means rainfall. Okay children? So, during rainfall, electrical repairs should not take place. Why? It is not safe to carry out electrical repairs outdoors during a heavy downpour. Because all of you know, children, that water is a good conductor of electricity. This rainwater contains dissolved impurities. It may contain dissolved salts, may contain, sometimes if it is acid rain, it may contain acid. Okay, children? And all of you know that the solutions of acids, bases and salts can conduct electricity. So, during a heavy downpour, the electrician should not repair should not take place, because the electrician may get electric shock and it may be fatal. Next question. To carry out electrolysis of water, a few drops of sulfuric acid are added to the water. To carry out electrolysis of water, a few drops of sulfuric acid are added to water to make water more conducting. Okay, children? To make water more conducting, a few drops of sulfuric acid are added, and it also enhances the rate of electrolysis. So, to carry out the process of electrolysis, a few drops of sulfuric acid are added to water. Once again I am repeating, children. A few drops of sulfuric acid are added to the water to carry out electrolysis of water to increase the process of electrolysis and to increase the conductivity of water, or you can say to make water more conducting. It also enhances the rate of electrolysis. Next, kitchen gas burners are often coated with chromium. Why kitchen gas burners are often coated with chromium? Again, it's the process of electroplating. Iron is coated with chromium to provide it protective covering, to make it more durable, to make it stronger, and to avoid the scratchage. Okay, kitchen gas burners are coated with chromium to provide a shiny finish, protective coating and increase the durability. It also helps to avoid corrosion and effects of wear and tear and scratches, and it increases the strength of the base metal. So you have to write all the applications of electroplating. Here iron is coated with chromium. Why it is coated with chromium? To make it durable, to make it attractive, to provide a shiny appearance, to provide a protective covering, to make the base metal stronger, etc. Next question. 3 electrolytic cells A, B and C are connected with identical bulbs in separate circuits as shown in the diagram. Here 3 electrolytic cells are shown in the diagram. 3 electrolytic cells are shown in the diagram. You can see. Now these electrolytic cells A, B, C and are connected with identical bulbs. Identical means same type of bulb in separate circuits as shown in the diagram. Electrolytic cell A contains sodium chloride solution. In first setup, electrolytic cell is containing sodium chloride solution, and electrolytic cell B contains acetic acid. Setup B, electrolytic cell is containing acetic acid, and in setup C, electrolytic cell contains distilled water. Okay, in three electrolytic cells are shown here. and these three electrolytic cells are connected to identical bulb, similar type of bulb. Now in first electrolytic cell, the electrolyte is sodium chloride solution. In second electrolytic cell, the solution is acetic acid solution, and in third electrolytic cell, the electrolyte is distilled water. Now based on these three electrolytic cell, first question is, in which setup will the bulb glow the brightest? All of you know, children, if the concentration of the electrolyte is more, it will provide more electricity, it will conduct more electricity. So here in setup A, this sodium chloride solution is a strong electrolyte. So in setup A, the bulb will glow the brightest because this sodium chloride solution is a strong electrolyte. In setup B, in which setup will the glow of the bulb be quite dim? In setup B, the glow of the bulb will be quite dim because here acetic acid is a weak electrolyte. In which setup will the bulb not glow at all? In setup C, the bulb will not glow at all because in setup C, the electrolytic cell is containing which electrolyte? Distilled water. And all of you know, children, distilled water is pure water. It does not contain salt. So it will not conduct electricity, due to which the bulb will not glow at all. Okay, children? So this distilled water is non-electrolyte. It is not a strong or weak electrolyte. Okay. Now question number 3, E3. Ramit sets up the circuit shown below the purification for purification of copper. Okay. Name the metal. Here you are seeing electrode A, electrode B and solution. One electrode is connected through positive terminal of the battery and one is connected through negative terminal of the battery. Now name the metal used for electrodes A and B. Name the metal used for electrodes A and B. Okay. Name the process of purification. The process of purification, you will write electro refining of copper, electro refining of metal or electro refining of copper. Name the solution that needs to be used. The solution is copper sulfate solution. And in this copper sulfate solution, few drops of dilute sulfuric acid are also added. Now E4. Define electroplating. How can steel spoon be plated with silver? Explain with the help of a diagram. Okay, children, I had discussed this question earlier also. Electroplating. Define electroplating. Electroplating is a method of depositing a desired metal over another material by the process of electrolysis. This is called electroplating. How can steel spoon be plated with silver? Here steel spoon will be connected through negative terminal of the battery and silver will be connected to positive terminal of the battery and electrolyte will be silver nitrate. Explain with the help of a diagram. You have to explain it with the help of diagram. I have already told you this diagram can be drawn. This type of diagram can be drawn, children. Here I have made steel spoon. Steel spoon is connected through negative terminal of the battery and this silver rod is connected to positive terminal of the battery, and here the solution is electrolyte is silver nitrate. Okay, this is the diagram and you can explain. State any three uses of electroplating. Three uses of electroplating. First use you can write, electroplating is used to alter the appearance of the base metal. Okay. If you coat iron with chromium, it looks very attractive, very shining. Okay, its look changes, appearance changes. Second is it provides a protective covering and it also makes the base metal durable. This is second application. Third use of electroplating is it minimizes the cost. I had explained earlier also. Suppose if you purchase gold, it is very costly. But if you purchase artificial ornaments that is coated with gold, it will be cheaper, but it will look exactly like gold. So you can say that the use of electroplating is to minimize the cost. Silver can be coated with gold and it will minimize the cost. Next, describe an experiment to show that we can get electrical energy by using a magnet. You have to explain this activity. Page number 292, activity 5. Now, 6 number. A coil of insulated copper wire is connected to a torch bulb. State the likely response of the bulb if a bar magnet is pushed into the coil. If a bar magnet is pushed into the coil, the bulb will glow up. If a bar magnet is pulled out of the coil, the bulb will glow up. And if the bar magnet is held stationary within the coil, the bulb will not glow up, because here there is absence of relative motion between the coil and the magnet. Okay children, with this discussion of question answer is complete. Now see, solve the crossword puzzle with the help of the given clues. 5. Something to do. 5. 1. Across. Coating a thin film on another material using electricity. It is electroplating. Okay. Something to do. Question number 5. Crossword puzzle you have to solve. First one is electroplating. Second, the name given to the negative electrode. It is cathode. cathode. Third number, a conducting liquid. Electrolyte. What is conducting liquid called? Electrolyte.